Let's work. Turn it down and listen to the experts. Gotta give a shout to the Talking Junk Network. Showing love, hosting battles, playing dope joints. The break room topics always staying on point. Never disappoint. We'll never need a makeover. We here for the takeover like Jehovah. Talking Junk break room take over on the podcast. Dropping bomb facts on demand like Comcast. Now drop a comment whenever they're going live. Hit the YouTube channel right now and go subscribe. Peace.
Talking Junk Network,
where entertainment lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Let me tell you guys about these new Dizzle edibles. Now, I know you probably heard of the drink, and just like the drink, these edibles are the truth. I'm typically a smoker, and I usually like to do it before I drive to take some of the angst off this LA traffic. But with these edibles, I don't even think about rolling up. I don't have to worry about the aroma when I get out of the car, my eyes being red. I just pop in one and I'm good to go. I'm feeling happy and ready to just take on my day. Each edible comes with 25 milligrams. You get 10 in a package, which is more than enough because, again, all you need is one and it'll get you right.
It's time for all things cereal, games with cereal. We try cereal and we let you know. So if you love cereal, we love cereal. Super cereal.
We're giving away 1,000 bottles of syrup. If you go to the syrup store at syrup.com and put in the discount code free bottles TikTok, then you can receive a free bottle of syrup. Just pay for shipping. Very easy. We're going to do the first 1,000 bottles.
You know, I've been talking this whole time. Intro and everything. And I have no idea that nobody could hear me. So, let me repeat myself. I said, welcome to the Break Room, the podcast that comes to you live every Friday night. The gritty banter is back, baby. And we got a special guest for you tonight. But only a select few can come on the Break Room. That's not exactly what I said. I'm paraphrasing because it was so good before, I can't remember what I said. Mach, it's not funny, bro. It's not funny.
Okay.
Now you muted.
Right.
Now, how does it feel?
Right.
Can you remember what you said?
Okay.
Fuck. Shit is crazy. Anyway, I said welcome back, right? No, I didn't say that. I said that now. Welcome back. We're here. We got Mach, we got Dre, we got Jasmine in the wings. Whoever's not here will be here, including our special guest, Miss Raven Willow. How you doing tonight, Raven?
Good. Can everybody hear me? Checking. Super.
Definitely can't hear Macho though. You know, we still don't hear you. Forget it.
It's all right. It happens.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Dre, I can hear you.
Definitely. It's just Macho. Always Macho.
Thanks a lot, Tony.
Yeah.
Live from the coffee house. What kind of coffee you making there?
I love coffee.
She does.
What's the favorite one?
Caramel. Caramel coffee is my favorite.
Right now, she's drinking
The
some
best
caramel.
Yeah, caramel gold brew for Wawa. It's like crack, believe it or not. I drink it.
She sure
Hola.
is. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Yes, it's time.
You know, I'm doing better than a few days ago.
You know.
Espresso. I noticed you used 2 X's. Was it supposed to be 3? Is it a specific kind of espresso you make?
Well, first of all, let's be kind to our faithful audience. There's no X in that fucking word.
I'm pretty sure they know that.
All right, as long as they know they're being ignorant, that's fine. You know what you're doing. That's all right. I can't hate on that. If you're ignorant, I gotta help you out.
Tony's just keeping the pot hot.
I'm pretty sure he fucking knows espresso is with an S, bro.
I mean, I don't know who that is. I don't know his life flight. He might have struggles with
His whole page is dedicated to coffee, so I think he knows.
He might struggle with his E's and R's. I don't know.
Jesus.
It was an X though.
Yeah, I know. Tony's Coffee House.
Right on. Peace. I don't type.
Yeah, see? I'm just like I was saying, I was just letting homie know. I got you, fam, don't worry.
Let him know, bro.
No, he worried because he left.
He said, fuck you. You ain't even
Hey,
got
look.
a face.
Hey, look, this is the break room. If you got the scruples to handle a correction of your grandma, you don't belong
shit,
here.
he is still here. How come it doesn't show he's here?
Oh, Jay, see, I was gonna say, you know what?
It's
Whenever
not
I'm around, I'm gonna buy some coffee from you, bro, because I don't know what's going on, and I ain't trying to be mad, but we do get on motherfuckers that just be popping in and out, just so you know. We don't like looking moves. That's weird.
He said, fuck you. He just don't care about typing right.
I just read it. He didn't say fuck you. You trying to start shit. He said, I don't care about typing. That's fine. He don't got to type right. That's all good.
Words
you obviously can't read between the lines.
Well, you know what? I try not to.
Typing right? Which means he left some stuff out, and fuck you was one of them.
Well, next time, my boy, just put the fuck you in there for me.
Hey, Jazz,
that's how it is.
What happened?
You would love
because there ain't no water there. Is there?
No. Yeah, because she loves coffee.
I love coffee. I just
You like that bean juice?
Coffee and soda.
It's like crack juice. Crack.
Coffee is not good, and I don't know why people pretend like it is. But
No. I'll defend coffee if it's fresh. If it's actually fresh coffee, coffee's pretty damn impressive.
That shit still doesn't taste good either. It's not good. I fuck with it. It's just not good.
I had fresh black coffee before, and it was good. Black.
Oh, okay.
So it exists, but most coffee is
fresh coffee.
No, I'm just saying you over here telling coffee not that good. It can be, but not that shit that you be having out there. That shit is the milkshakes for breakfast and shit.
He likes his coffee, how he likes his screens.
Right. See, Tony knows. It has to be fresh.
When did I say coffee shouldn't be fresh? Who the fuck said that?
Nah, it was the implication that coffee's not good. That's like not even fresh
it's
coffee.
not though. Like coffee's not good whether it's hot or cold or fresh. You gotta
See, that's what I'm saying. You just did now. When did I say it? You implied it and then you said it. So like I said, I'm gonna defend fresh
I
coffee.
said that now. I'm saying that right now. Coffee's not that good. It doesn't matter if it's fresh or if it's a day old. None of that shit matters. It's not that good.
It's amazing.
It's not as good as people make it out to be. I mean, every once in a while.
I'm not exaggerating. There's a coffee stand on every single fucking corner up here in Seattle. Every corner is another coffee stand.
You know, Tony, I'm gonna come through one day and I'm gonna find out if yours is as good as the other shit I had.
You get regular coffee stands with titties, coffee stands.
Yeah, they do have that. It's ridiculous.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Tony said he grinds his.
That's gonna be like, go, bring me to the titty coffee stand. It's like, all right.
That sounds like heaven. Like 72 virgins waiting for me.
Yeah, so you realize all those virgins are men.
I think she would like
sweaty.
That's haram.
Sweaty.
Yeah. You say that's haram.
I was talking to Yah, okay?
Yah like God or Yah like us?
I think he means y'all. Y'all.
Yeah, like y'all.
Like you gotta put a little L on the end of it, bro.
Nah, my L's are silent.
Okay.
For the record,
I can't say it like that. I'm just half hillbilly girl, and my grandma was just like y'all.
Yeah,
so
right, y'all.
Or it's a southern
this is
thing.
normal conversation for us, Raven. Just so you know.
At least I can get in on this. The coffee thing. No, nothing.
Yeah, fuck coffee.
I don't even drink coffee. I was just helping the conversation go.
I wasn't gonna say fuck coffee because I drink it. I just don't think it's as good as everybody makes it seem.
Tea, honestly, good tea is underrated.
Right.
I like tea too.
Tea is underrated.
You like tea, Jazz? I don't believe you. That's mostly water.
I don't like tea.
Yeah.
I fuck with tea. What you mean? All day.
Thanks, Tony. We appreciate you coming through. Let people know that we be on here bullshitting. You good? Good luck with your coffee.
Just before you leave, though, you have to do the 3 cardinal rules of any junker that comes on. You have to like, share, and subscribe.
That's it.
Yeah, otherwise you do get a karmic due from our show.
That's what we look
from Westchester.
Not Westchester.
No.
Definitely not.
Oh, you still can't hear me?
No, we can hear you now, motherfucker.
Oh, what's up? Hey, Macho, I forgot you was here, dog.
So
What's
bad,
good,
bro? I said, what the fuck?
Took you 20
man over here being a
I had
professional
a
with
new
like the
laptop,
mic
I
on.
was fucking with it.
No,
Bro, I'm proud of you. You're more professional than me.
Bro,
You
coffee is
looking
good,
good
bro.
over there.
You're bugging, bro.
Well, he got just cool. If that happened to me, I'd be over here like, what the fuck? Like
Wait,
my
what
whole
he said?
mouth would be just like.
Macho is very relaxed.
Fucking will ring.
I can't stand fiddling with shit. It's like, ugh.
It's one of the wise fucking bullshit.
Fiddling is a good word. I got to teach my kids that one.
Fiddling.
Yeah, I don't buy furniture at IKEA for a freaking reason. It's just I'd rather just light it on fire. Like no.
Hey, it makes for good kindling.
Yeah.
I see that you guys have frontage. Do you sell 50-gallon barrels as well? I'm trying to make a fire.
I'm not Swedish.
Right. A fire. How many pounds is the body there? And
how many what?
You're using lye. Because if you're using lye, I got to give you something different. You got to be a different material.
Substance.
Oh, God.
I can't
Not a
give you
substance.
what-
Are you an IKEA salesman right now? Because that's a gruff ass IKEA salesman.
Have you ever been to an IKEA? Pretty
I
chill
can get the
place.
job done. I tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. That's a gruff voice for IKEA. I've always heard that they're kind of like the other Bob's Discount. Like they're very kind of like, hey, come on, buddy.
Well, hi there. I'm here to sell you some barrels.
It's like the
Well,
Starbucks of fucking.
Well, what kind of barrel are you looking for there, guy?
You sure?
What kind of barrel can I get you?
It's more like,
you're
hi there, you come into my wonderful store. Can I get you a nice barrel or perhaps a nice stool?
I love when you do that voice. It's just hilarious. I wouldn't want to hear that man over like sex.
Could you imagine if that was our president there?
Imagine him
Look
having
now,
sex.
what we have to do is we have to go over and aid the Israelites. Uh-oh, we've just been banned. My bad.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't speak that fancy hoodah that you're speaking over there. But I tell you, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I lost my train of thought. It kind of threw me off, all right? I don't even give a fuck about what you want to do with it. I just want to know where the fuck it came from, son.
It's a voice that I love doing because it very easily can make you sound like you're doing innuendo when you're not. And it's just really funny. I like trolling with it.
Everything sounds provocative.
Yes, doesn't it sound very weird when you speak with a certain intonations? You kind of imply things. Oh, who's perverted? Nobody said things are perverted, yeah? I think it's just whatever you put in your brain or whatever else inside you. Ooh.
I would never watch a porno with
Why would
that
a fuck? What did I just say, yo? What did I just fucking say?
I would never watch a porno with that guy in it.
See, and that's the reason why you still haven't found your dick twin. Because you don't watch it.
Yeah, because he has a voice like me.
He's gonna say his dick.
Sprechen Sie dick, der macho?
Fuck out of here. That's me. I wouldn't even be aroused. I'd just be fucking watching the whole porn. Like, yo, you hear this guy? He's going for it. The third right is happening right here in this fucking porno video.
Macho would be over here doing a game film review.
We're not being
You're like,
polite to our guests, guys.
We're not being like.
I mean,
is that coffee?
Gibberish.
Are you drinking coffee, Raven?
No.
I was like, because I thought it was like a black coffee. Like, damn, that's
no, I'm telling you, man. Well, never mind. I ain't gonna say it.
How
y'all been over this past October though? On this little break of ours.
Cool.
Talon, why don't you tell the guys before the break what we were talking about with Raven?
I watched the last episode earlier today.
Well, we talked about a number of things, but probably the biggest thing that we dabbled upon was the concept of the Akashic records and internal knowing, and some types of regression, understanding yourself, connections with other beings. There's a little bit of a dabble here, a little dabble do you there. A couple of things, but I do believe that my first point is what we were going to actually talk about on the show. But, you know, it's been a minute, so we're going to banter and bullshit for a little while.
I thought you was talking what we talked about last show.
I don't remember what we talked about last show. I ain't going to lie.
I don't either.
Family game now, I don't remember.
It was something.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I think it was.
It wasn't about coffee. I know that because I could talk and I can't talk about fucking coffee. So.
Wait, why not?
Definitely was that.
Yeah, it wasn't about coffee.
We talked about us going on break last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about going on break last episode. We didn't really talk about much.
No strong opinion.
Wasn't it Family Game Night 5? That's what we did last episode.
That was the episode before that.
Excuse me.
Come on,
so
guys.
I really like had a brain fart.
Bro, it's been a long October.
Right. It felt kind of short, to be honest with you.
I'm glad
Can
that
I
it did
ask
for
all
you.
of you guys something because you live in different places than I do, and I'm like taking a poll of, what happened on Halloween? Did you guys have trick-or-treaters? Was it really freaking quiet?
It was quiet as hell, honestly.
It was really like walking through a mall. Like it was just a normal day.
I'm going to tell you why right now.
That ain't crazy. You didn't hear nothing.
Cul-de-sacs.
You have a cold sack?
Place to go for candy. You want candy on Halloween?
Yeah, but like
go to a cul-de-sac.
Celebrations.
No, but like
kid got a full bag, you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, but last year when I was even working here at Best Buy, there like it's known that the stores will give out candy, so people will come with their kids and walk by the stores. I saw one family, which was an ex-employee who was stopping by for another reason anyway, and maybe two grown adults in the costumes. I didn't see nobody, which I'm not mad about it, but I didn't see nobody, which I was like, well, people just somewhere else, or are they just not doing it? Because if they're not doing it, that's fine.
Well, see, me being my weird self, I had to like take a poll and contact my other psychic friends and then feel out the universe and be like, what the fuck is happening? And there really was like this feeling, like we all woke up the next day feeling like we'd been up way too long, like that just overly tired, got like kind of hungover, but not hungover feeling. And we're like, what the fucking fuck? And it was just a weird Halloween, and we had like no kids, and then we all woke up the next day feeling like that. And so I'm still analyzing the whole thing because
kids don't like candy anymore.
I can tell you, I was pissed off that day. That was unique. I was
the candy hostage in my room, or they'll eat the whole fucking bag in one night.
Yeah, well, let them do it and let them get sick and learn.
No, right. They don't want to go to school.
They don't want.
All it takes having to throw up because of candy.
Clean that up,
right? Imagine.
Right,
like
they will. They will. They'll have to clean it up. You want to be stupid and eat the whole bag like I told you not to? All right, now clean up your mess.
It's because it has fucking.
This is a hard lesson today.
Bro, this shit is it's so processed.
End up cleaning that shit up. Oh, throw up. I clean it.
Fucking kids are gonna have diabetes.
No, that's part of the lesson, bro. Let them learn. Not only did you get sick, but you're gonna clean up your sickness because this only happened because of your poor choices. And that's a life lesson motherfuckers gotta learn.
Poor choices. You don't want to put the candy in your bucket.
On Halloween, before we went trick or treating. They went to the dentist.
Let's be honest.
Scary Halloween.
We take them trick or treating so we can eat their fucking candy. That's the honest truth. I don't give a fuck about the actions.
That shit is so crazy.
Candy.
Let me see that.
Which is wild because a grown adult knows just buy it the day after.
So I gotta tax you for that. I'm walking around with you anyways. So
right.
I gotta tax you for that candy.
I'm walking here.
I gotta tax you for your candy.
That's what it is, Tyler. That's what it is.
There's really such
fucking candy, or you're not going to trick or treat.
You know what? I don't participate in paganistic rituals just to do cosplay.
Right. Oh, Halloween is gonna freak ass holiday now.
I can buy candy any time of the year. Dress up.
Halloween is not for kids anymore. Halloween is the holiday where people gonna dress up and be fucking freaky. So
it's for the debauched and the misaligned.
It's crazy because motherfuckers can dress up any day of the week and it'll look weird for motherfuckers to dress up unless it's a Comic-Con. But
not even.
Not even anymore.
Yo, Jay, really? That's not even really true anymore. You really think about it, because now people wear whatever the fuck they
That's
want.
Bullshit. If I walk into Tyler's fucking Best Buy with a cowboy suit, Tyler would be fucking like, "What's going on?"
No. He would be like,
"No, I wouldn't." That's not the weirdest thing I be seeing, bro. Not the weirdest. Right. We'd be like, "How you doing, sir?"
California.
We live in weirdo land, so we see people dress up as fucking Pokemon, and it's just a normal day. It's like, oh, okay.
Right.
It doesn't have to be Halloween to see somebody dress up like a fucking
What's weird is wearing a winter coat.
Right? It's getting to that point. It's getting to that point.
It's getting to the point that people got
as anything now.
Like, that's why I live 30 minutes away from civilization. Fuck that. I don't want to see none of that shit.
What's 30 minutes away from civilization?
Me.
Where is she from? Where are you from?
I'm not gonna say online.
What?
That's fair. Are you in like the Midwest somewhere?
She's gonna have one of the furries outdoors.
No, I live in the mountains. I love nature.
I mean, we don't need a zip code address. I just was like, a general area. We don't need a PO box.
Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountains.
The Rocky Mountains can be quite nice.
When our fucking grandkids are our age, they're gonna be some fucking I don't know what's gonna be out. DVDs that multifaceted.
The Neuralink is
You're not paying attention. They're getting rid of physical media next year, Jay.
Right. All right. Well, whatever streaming device they're gonna use, right? It's gonna be
Neuralink.
They're gonna use your brain. You're not paying attention, Jay.
I'm not putting that shit in my
head. Grandpa was a bitch.
Well, you better maintain that shit because they're gonna be like, you gotta. So you better agree with yourself now. No, I ain't putting no stuff in my body. Because they won't tell you.
That's why I'm trying to tell these people like, share, and subscribe, because motherfuckers don't want to get forced into another fucking vaccine, which is probably gonna be the chip.
You already did.
Exemption form.
Hey, shout out to how quietly it's all falling apart for the CV bullshit. And they're distracting us with nonsense over in Zionist Israel.
It's not nonsense. Fucking people are fucking really dying though, bro.
I mean, that doesn't mean it's not.
That doesn't mean it's not nonsense. It just makes it more tragic, Macho.
The fight is over is nonsense. Yeah, they fucking.
No, I mean, people are dying all over the world.
They should just have the fucking rulers fight in the fucking ring with boxing gloves to the death.
I agree with Nacho.
They want to get out of here.
Let's get in on that.
Yeah, let's just put the fucking emperors and whatever the fuck you want to call those fucking cunt buckets.
You mean the elites of like the world, or you mean over there specifically?
Elites of the
world. Well, no, it's definitely an intentional chess game by the elites. We can all agree there.
Yeah,
I will pay to see Putin.
That's where the nonsense comes from. Like, it's not necessary.
It's a chess game. It's a dirty little chess game with greed and power.
But just all these fucking little babies. These little babies' parents are fucking dying, and it's fucked up, bro.
Hey, shout out to what is it, Kulaikon? Hopefully they're good over there. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's happened in Hawaii, which we just forgot about.
Yep.
I'm telling you,
everybody just forgot that Hawaii got set on fire really intensely somehow, and then they put everybody in a fucking box, and nobody who was supposed to do their job did their job, and they were just like, we're gonna stop talking about it. Why is Oprah buying the land? Huh? Riddle me that, motherfucker. Anyway.
Fuck Oprah, bro. Fuck that bitch.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Words.
They want you
I'm sorry.
playing chess. We think they're playing chess, and we keep trying to figure out their strategy, but really they're fucking playing Monopoly, and they keep passing on.
Nah. At
the
end of the day,
my boy, it's a game we will never fathom.
It's just checkers on a chessboard, and you just not
really
want to
know
divide and conquer.
Thing behind it.
Yes.
I'm not trying to sound all conspiracy theorist here,
but that's fine. No, we're open to that.
You can Google what I say. It's documented in like declassified shit.
Yeah, YouTube fact check, bitch.
The military industrial complex, like, they've literally been running the world since the development of the atom bomb. Yes, since Roswell. Yes, they did collect aliens there. Yes, they have been doing a lot of sneaky shit, and they've been running the world for a very long time, and it is a greed-filled power structure, and they do make war because it is for profit, and they make
war makes money.
And they
look how big of a debt are we in right now.
Yeah. Like, let's make some more war.
We in debt to digital currency that doesn't fucking exist.
I'll say
the dollar hasn't worth shit since the fucking 40s.
Well, I mean, it's been manufactured not to really be worth anything.
Shit. They just
there's no gold to back up.
Right. Like they intentionally made it to be worth nothing because it's backed off of nothing, and that's why they're gonna move us to a nothing only currency.
Yeah.
And just make you feel like you owe people for nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, they just want us to be slaves without us actually being able to understand that and just say, hey, this is your money, but you would never make up to pay your bills, to pay this, to pay. You're always gonna be fucking in the back. Like, they just
I agree. Fuck salary
with a paycheck. That's basically what the fuck it is.
And Nelnet. Fuck both all those student loans, people. How are you gonna give me 20 G's and then expect 90 G's back and think you helping me?
What? You should have never took out a student loan, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, you know what? We were all blind at one point, bro. Damn.
I mean, I wasn't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Darkness the Immortal. Not all of us have your infinite wisdom, nigga.
I'm sorry. I would have told you, hey, bro. I would have told you when we was in college. Don't take no student loan out, nigga. Get a scholarship. Get as many scholarships as you possibly.
Look.
Try this.
You're not wrong. I could have got more scholarships. However, it is what it is at this point. I'm just saying, it's obviously an egregious scam to where anybody can take out any loan and you can be charged hundreds of % on that loan. That's clearly a racket.
And that's legal.
Right. Like, it's just like, what is this? Like, if they got maximum 40 or 45 back, all right, I get it. You're trying to make some money and you're going to bet on the fact that I'm not going to pay on it. But to get 300+% back or more, depending on how my life goes, that's wild. You just go sit there and just get more money.
And then
yeah, that's
you
a
gotta
racket.
waste 30 years of your life to buy your dream home.
300.
No. To rent it.
Your life.
You're renting it because you'll probably never own it nowadays.
You'll never own land.
Yeah, listen, you're gonna die. You're gonna be 60 years old, right? With a house. And it's just,
I mean,
who
I'm
gives a
not.
fuck that you have a house at 60. No one gives a fuck. You don't care.
Right.
At 60, you don't give a fuck when you sleep no more.
Because
You don't.
at 10,000, nobody's gonna know you owned it anyway because they don't exist no more.
Nobody's gonna give a fuck. So you'll be here
People
killing
so
yourself.
stuck on
It's
that.
all about divide and conquer, though. Like how she originally was saying, it's all about greed and fucking fuckery.
Yeah.
The banks are all tied in together with all of the oil companies and all of the fossil fuels and all. And I'm sorry, anybody that buys an electric car and actually thinks you're helping the environment, well, the fuck not. You're still plugging it into the grid that runs on fossil fuels.
Tossing to mountains of dead batteries we can't get rid of.
Yeah,
You know how
and
much
the mining of the
pollution they make
batteries. Yeah,
making those batteries, the pollution they make just to make the fucking battery.
Yeah.
Right. They're like, I'm so clean. Yeah, but it
transport it in
wasn't
a
clean
big
to
ass-
make it.
It transport this bullshit, bro. It's
and honestly, every time I see a Tesla coming my way, I'm like, seriously, is this dude gonna like hit me 100 miles an hour or actually make a right turn? I'm not sure.
Right. They be acting like they don't ever fuck up. They do.
Yeah, those cars are scary, dude. It's like, what the hell?
Like, the idea is great. I love the idea of some of the sci-fi stuff that's kind of coming our way, except I know I can't trust any of it because it's going to be used somehow to control. Like, they have flying cars, but why would we trust anybody with flying cars when we can't drive on the ground? Like, it doesn't make any
always say the
sense.
same shit, Tyler. I say that same shit. Like, yo, we haven't even fucking mastered the ground yet.
That's why you can't have a Tesla or these cars that are self-driving. You can't have them like airplanes because airplanes fly on a grid. They all work together. They're all synced together. They're all computerized. Every car on the road isn't working like that. So therefore you can't have a self-driving car because Joe Schmo that's still driving his 1967 whatever isn't fully automated. So you can't do that.
And hyped up on coffee and Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And he's
Don't
drunk
give a
driving,
fuck.
so it really doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
They're gonna
The whole
outlaw
point of the whole point of the fucking electric vehicles is to control us even more. Eventually, it's gonna get to the point you didn't pay your bill, turn the car off. That's what's gonna be. You're gonna be driving down the road. Oh shit, you didn't pay your monthly. Boop.
Right.
BMW has already talked about, and they're going to be introducing, and what's probably going to be the standard of where features that used to just be part of your car, you'll pay for regularly with a subscription. So you got heated seats, you're going to pay monthly for that. And if you don't pay for that, you won't have your heated
It'll be like
seat function
Fortnite
anymore.
and fucking Call of Duty.
You remember iRobot and those ball cars that were taking everybody everywhere, and then they took Will Smith's car over, and it was like taking you to the police department. It's just like, hey, yo, yeah, that's what they want to be able to just automate your stuff to go wherever they want when they need to, if they need to.
Those fucking fully automatic taxis.
But don't worry, if you're not doing anything to be suspicious of, you don't have anything to worry about. Wink, wink.
No, that's just creepy.
It gets to the point when they automatically just gonna start taking payments out your fucking.
to the government. Everybody's some sort of
Everybody's gonna get paid once a year on their tax return.
Suspicious, eh? Let me think. You made me think too hard, eh?
Hey, Holmes, I don't appreciate you making fun of my people like that, eh?
He's my
Este
more
cabrón.
than your people, eh?
Es un problema, eh? Puerto Ricans, huh?
Fucking Aztec.
Basura.
Aztec warrior.
We're Aztec warrior, eh? Machisimo, cabrón, huh? Ya tú sabes.
Like, okay, bro. Sure.
What you do to my dog, eh? You fucked him
Estoy
up.
vaquero, cabrón, eh? Chingada, cabrón.
I'm gonna get you.
I fucked your dog, bro. Sorry.
Chingada perro.
I probably would have said. Probably didn't fuck his dog. That's kind of out of the question.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
My back, you fucking.
Because it's intimidating, eh? Because you masculine.
Like, nigga, that's against the law. I'm calling the police.
You're not gonna do it, cabrón. You just say it to make them scared.
Play crazy if all else fails. Just play crazy.
Friday?
Huh?
Have you seen Next Friday?
Yeah, bro. I've been thinking about homie with the fucking over his eyes. Hey, man, what you doing to my dog, eh? What the fuck? Yo, get him, man.
Hey, Chico, get your stupid ass over here, eh?
The ugliest dogs on the planet, though. Those little boxers, I think. Those shit is hideous.
It's a terrier.
They not.
Those are some ugly ass fucking dogs. I'm sorry.
Boxers can escape anything. They're like freaking Houdini.
Not the boxers. The other one, the one that Jason said.
Yeah, it's a terrier. I don't know what type of terrier, but it looks like a pit bull that has that.
Oh, no, it's the no.
It look like a pit
no, I know what
bull
you're talking about.
He's fucking having
it is one of those
shit.
With that long, big ass snout with the tiny eyes.
Yeah. They're the fucking Asian eyes and shit.
It's the Asian eyes. Why'd you have to make it cultural?
Hey, listen, it's just what it is. If Asian was a dog, it'll be that dog.
English bull terrier.
No, I'm pretty sure it'd be Pekingese.
or it would be a Chiba.
Yeah, we're gonna get
or an Akita.
Akita, yeah.
Or like a Tibetan Mastiff.
Or Chun-Li.
I think all these wars is gonna attack this. We're gonna have a spiritual warfare too. Look at that.
There you go.
That shit is hideous.
That's a Spuds McKenzie dog.
That's
the kind of dog that
I don't know wanted to touch me. It looks like it has.
Sid had that in Toy Story. Ugly ass shit.
That shit,
like,
bro.
Budweiser used to use that dog.
Oh yeah, they did.
They did. Like that kind of dog. Yeah, it was called.
It was kind of like that.
It's horrible.
I'm totally dating myself right now, but whatever.
Ugly dog.
It's the English bull terrier.
Of course, it's English.
English my ass.
It looks like it would. It looks kind of like English people think about themselves. They got that fucked up teeth. They're like, oh, we're so much better than you are.
Got the wooden George Washington.
And like that's like the 1776 British, and then we got our bulldog.
Chap. How
American pit bull.
Speak about me in that volume.
Why do they always cast like creepy villain people as they're always British people?
You know why?
Because it's because they were dominating and being dicks for a very long time. However, I will agree they could have more Dutch and Spanish because the Spanish were out here fucking things up, and the Dutch had that they had the East India Company.
Man, the Spanish fucked up everything, bro. They a piece of shit. Well, back then.
I mean, still now. Still today.
Well, it's not the Spaniards. Spanish people is what I am because I'm Spanish. Something like a Spaniard.
Well,
but those people sailed under.
What happened?
They sailed under kings and monarchs in a Catholic church that told them to just raid and kill everybody and take everything and
rape and
fuck shit up. Yeah, like
True. It was still a formulation of the elites at the time for sure.
Oh, they raped.
However, some of them
raped
enjoyed
everybody, bro. Like they went into fucking Puerto Rico. They fucking raped everybody. They took away their culture, took away their religion, said fuck your language.
Notice how you said Puerto Rico like they didn't do it to all the
Now
islands.
you're Christian. We
Yeah,
don't
it's
give a fuck.
everybody.
And we're gonna take your skin color, your melanin. You have fucking blonde eyes and green eyes. Blonde hair, green eyes. That's
Oh, so they're magicians now. White people
that's
do
what
magic.
they do.
He said they gonna take your
You go to
melanin.
their churches and they're doing witchcraft. They got hoodies.
So they just got a line of Puerto Ricans and brought them into the church and put them under a blanket, and then they had green eyes and shit.
Yes, yes,
yes. Hey, if you're standing on business, bro, I support you.
One of those
exactly
big ass hoodies up here with a fucking candle, and they walk it, bro. If you go to a Catholic church,
it's creepy.
It's like Resident Evil 4.
ridiculously creepy. I grew up.
It is creepy.
People
Like
used
that.
to come in there with the black and white hoodies.
I wouldn't know.
Catholic church is where he started his dick.
What the fuck are you saying?
That's where he
They're
found out.
saying Latin is what they're
Yeah,
saying.
It's I know it's Latin, but it's why? Who uses that?
Like, how do you know
This
it's
was
not
like in 90s.
backwards?
When I got baptized like in 96, 97, I got baptized. I'm like, who speaks this? Where?
They only still speak it because in their
was
mind,
scared of it as a
priests are
kid.
the
It's
only
like,
one
I
that
mean, what's
should
going
like
on,
know the Bible.
Yeah, and I'm like, Mom,
Yeah.
why they wearing that shit? Let's do like Halloween, bro.
It's
So-
funny they say it's a dead language, but they all
And then they
speak
fiddling
it,
with
yeah.
little fucking kids.
It is still used in the
they're not
medical
fiddling.
world. Latin.
That as well, which is very interesting.
Scientific.
Like, why do they always use it there and then they use it in
He's
the
right.
church, but it's a dead
still
language?
used there, but why is it used in Bronx, New York? In Bronx, New York, why are they speaking Latin? Why?
I can tell you this.
Are y'all-
Well, go ahead.
Are
Go ahead,
all
Raven.
you guys Christian?
I can tell you that I came from a Christian background, but I don't identify
Okay.
with the religion in so much as ideas.
But all of you are of some minority or
I'm from
group.
Catholic descent.
Yeah.
But
Catholic is a part. Catholic is a type of Christianity. You can look it up.
I don't take
I
part.
was-
I know I'm
Well,
very
yeah.
familiar with it. I'm a history nerd, and I
Yeah.
have
So
a
Catholic is
lot
part
of.
Christianity.
I don't
I
take part in
don't
either
like the
denomination
Catholic
at all.
Church, but I have a question,
Okay.
By myself.
and I'm going to see how open you guys are to like just thinking about literally what I'm asking, because I know the history of the Catholic Church. And I know like my past lives with these fuckers and what has happened. So I am not for 1 second saying that I have lived anybody's life on this earth in this current life and condition and know what they go through. That is not what I'm saying. But I have had past lives in Africa. I have had past lives of Native Americans. I have had past lives in ancient civilizations like Aztec. I remember these things, and I remember the Catholic Church, and I was actually burned as a witch through the Catholic Church. I mean, I have a lot of dealings with the Catholic Church through past lives. I don't like them. But here's my question. Just knowing this history, and then knowing like the history of like slavery, and knowing the history of what they did to indigenous peoples everywhere they went, not just the Americas. I'm wondering why groups of millions of people, I understand they were under torture and hideous people and awful, god awful people, and I know what they did. But I'm still wondering why their descendants and even them grabbed onto Christianity and still follow it. Like, I'm not questioning it and I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just asking. If something was so bad and like somebody is saying, like some white person, sorry,
Wasn't it kind of
very
like the
white,
law?
is
Hey,
telling
I'm
me
definitely gonna answer last.
is telling me this is the way to go, but I'm looking at you and I'm like, you're a fucktard. Why the hell am I gonna believe in that? But but like Christianity is very prevalent in like a lot of Black communities, and like grow up in the church and sing in the choir. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just trying to grasp like the connection of why you would stay with something like that was so detrimental to your people.
Puerto Ricans too, they do that shit.
Puerto Ricans get me tight.
That's their question.
I'm Puerto Rican as fuck, but they get me tight when they talk about, oh, you know, Christianity, I'm Pentecostal, this. I'm like, yo, fuck that. And then, you know, especially when the older guys say to me, hey, listen, you know, it's tradition. Your first language should be Spanish. I'm like, Spanish was raped into you by a fucking piece of shit Catholic. You know, and you over here doing this. Oh, look, you know why? Because you only, you know, I don't know. They lost in the ways. They don't understand the history of their own people. They want you to speak Spanish, but you don't even know the history. Where you got that Spanish tongue from?
Right.
Huh?
You want to speak your native language.
Yeah. Where's the native language? Gone.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Right.
It doesn't even exist no more. You don't even know what we used to worship.
Right.
We had all these healing remedies gone. Now they only believe in Vicks. Put Vicks. You don't fucking know shit. You don't know shit. These old people, I love you. And I like Spanish because it's another form of communication. You can communicate with people that don't speak English, and that's fine. That gives you upper hand and shit. Other than that, I don't really believe that Spanish is something you should fucking glorify. They fucking rape that into your fucking brain. And the culture too, no. All that dancing shit, salsa, that's just a sense of trying to find yourselves, trying to create a new version of what you was once before. You know what I'm saying? And Black people too, the same thing.
If you go back to your ancient cultures, none of that was there.
None of it. No salsa, no fucking flag. Fuck that flag. That's some other shit.
I mean, to be fair, we wouldn't know if they danced or not.
No, they
probably
probably
they
did.
probably
Ever,
danced.
bro. You bugging.
Music is
But
part
I
of.
doubt they had TikTok trends like we do about dance.
I'm sure they weren't running around making idiots of themselves to everybody. I'm sure
there's
they had
always
better
a
things to
stupid
do.
bunch.
There was always a village always a village idiot.
Right. For sure.
You're right.
To kind of answer your question, I would say one of the reasons is that's just the tactic of domination, expansion, and imperialism is to first attack, decimate, reduce, and then either eradicate or assimilate. And the best way to assimilate is to give those without hope some point of hope. And if you come in and make it look as if that which you believe didn't come to save you, and then say, no, this is the way to go, you're going to convince them to do so or force them to do so. And some, if not all, are going to do so just off of survival instinct. So because of that, it becomes part of your nature and then just becomes ingrained. And as you lose what you were, that becomes what you are. And then that's why you have people that mix in other things from the past, or they may have people that from their culture was not perhaps native to the West in some way. So that influence upon their culture wasn't actually part of them because they come from more of a home where that origination still exists. So perhaps there's people like, for example, in Spanish cultures, those who do Santeria or voodoo for like Jamaicans or Haitians or whatever. Or
I
then
know
you have
voodoo
just
very,
other,
very well.
like
Not
there's
voodoo,
different
voodoo.
types of stuff that people may have or different beliefs, and then you have the Native Americans and what they believe, and et cetera, et cetera. Now at this point, it's at a where that it's not cool, it's not taught, it's not ingrained, and it's not fixed by anybody who's having children now to make up for the fact that we don't know about history. And those who do know about history are trying to tell people you need to know about stuff, but if you can't condense it into a TikTok video, you're not going to reach people in the masses. And even if you do, it's usually at such a deep level that people aren't really going to absorb it. They're going to hear it, think about it, be maybe bothered about it, and go back to their habits. Because they have us into a point now with social media, Internet of Things, and all this crap to where we are socially engineered. We've been cyber attacked in a sense to be a certain way out of habit of how we exist in life and how we interact with things, such that we won't give the time to the things we need to and then have this existential crisis that exists until we die of why do I feel this way, and then never actually take the time to figure out why. And so it leaves us in a place to be energetically sapped, taken advantage of, and all sorts of things like that. And one of the best ways to take people's energy is to take advantage of religion. And at the end of the day, Christianity and many other religions, if followed correctly, is often a righteous thing to follow. But man in general is extremely fallible and loves to take advantage of fellow men for power. And if he knows that he can utilize that against them, he will, which is why religion is a tactic used by many cultures in history overall to convert and make people agreeable to the new power that's going on there. And it's really at the end of the day, not so much the fallacies of religion that are the issues, the fallacies of man and inability to be accountable to his own religion, to be able to actually follow those tenets. And usually when you see people that are following religion doing something that seems instinctually objective, it's because they don't actually follow their tenets and they're really just malicious and or not what they say they are. And that's why we find ourselves where we are now in many different places. And that's why there's this huge conflation of Jews and Zionists. And that's an intentional conflation because then you can completely distract people from what's going on. And the conflation of Pakistan, or excuse me, not Pakistan, Palestinians and Hamas, and actually what Hamas really is, and different things that is in history. If you just went and read, it's there. It's not like, oh, this is a conspiracy theory. Just go read history books until they make it all digital and they edit everything like they already do to our movies. And you'll learn, oh shit, that something is definitely up. And you know what? This is kind of crazy. And let me just put a pause here because you know what? This doesn't make sense. It kind of does seem like there's dots that connect. But if you don't take any moments to do that, you're just going to get caught up in the machine and you're just going to feed the machine. And every culture, including white people, are part of this machine. Everybody is meant to feed it for, at the end of the day, that elitist agenda. Who's at the core of that? To be honest, it doesn't really matter who's at the core as long as you know that there's an opposition to go against and you bolster yourself for that. But a lot of people get caught up in the what and the whys instead of just realizing now. So you need to start making moves. And I'm gonna just stop there because I'm just kind of ranting at this point.
Yeah,
but that's my answer to your question.
I was gonna say, bro, her question kind of got lost in that.
Yeah, it did, but you know that shit happens on here.
He's very correct.
I want to apologize before I get started because I don't like to answer somebody's question with a question, but I've heard people say what you said plenty of times before, and I just think, for what's your better alternative? What do you think people should believe in, or should worship, or should feel like it's their the higher power in life, right? Because people,
whatever is within yourself, whatever is within yourself, telling you that's what it is. I don't tell anybody what's right or wrong.
Oh, I'm not saying what's right or wrong, but what people will say is, well, for black people, right? It's like, well, why do y'all believe in the Bible, believe in Jesus, but where was Jesus during slavery, right? People say this, but I'm like, well, where was Thoth?
Well, Jesus wasn't on the planet anymore. So where was he supposed to be?
The point, no, I'm saying people will say, why do you believe in Christianity? That didn't do shit for anybody during slavery, right? Yeah. So nobody ever says, where was Muhammad during slavery? No one says that about Islam. No one's asked where was the Buddha? Where was Buddha during slavery? You can have smoke for all the
Buddhism started like 5,000 somewhat years
ago. Bro, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm saying nobody says this about other religions or other faiths.
Yeah.
Nobody says where was
there's a secret behind Christianity. Christianity was doctored.
All
the Romans changed it.
If you read religion, you could basically say, well, shit, where was Ogun during slavery?
Okay.
Why didn't they help to get black people out of slavery? So black people are going to look at it and say, if you have a problem with what we believe in or what we think is the religion we're supposed to follow, what's the black man's true religion?
There is no
true
religion for it.
Moorish ways.
True religion like the Jews?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody could really say. So
no, I'm not saying. I'm just asking. Like, if I had somebody being so cruel to me, but they're like saying you know, so I'm just
That's the
wondering,
power of fear.
like, right. It is. But, like, why is it still there?
Because
Like,
the fear's not there anymore. It's been generationally disappeared, and now you just
yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
Now you do it
exactly.
through what you
Why
want
is
to believe in.
why
Now
is that
you got
still
that
there?
freedom.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Why is that still there? What are you talking about? Like, why
Like,
is
why are people still believing in it? Why it hasn't disappeared by now? Like, why haven't we looked at it and say, hey, this is a lie?
to
To
answer the
just
question?
like back history, analyze it, like
Well, the
within
same
the
Bible they used to
people.
enslave people, Nat Turner used to get slaves out of slavery and lead a slave revolt.
Yeah. And
The same
yeah.
Bible. So you can't really say
Yeah.
shit, you shouldn't believe in the Bible because it's bullshit.
No.
Well, people look at the Bible and say, well, shit, but all the bullshit in the Bible keep happening in real life.
But it's been
It,
happening for.
it's
It's
a
called
tool,
educational guesses.
Yep.
That's what
and
the
you can
Bible is.
use a
It's an
tool for good or
educational
evil.
guess, bro. That's
Yeah,
The
that's the
problem with the
that's
Bible is it's stories from a lot of different people over a lot of periods of time, and men, and I am going to say men because they took over the world and they can take credit for it. They took out parts and added in parts, and oh, we can't have this because that's
They
going to mess up
actively
our
do that
agenda.
now.
yeah. That's why I said
Right.
it was doctored.
And
And
that's the
William
sad
Shakespeare
thing
had a
about the
hand in it too.
Bible is we'll never actually know these people's true actual stories because it's been just gutted and edited so much, and that's the sad part.
There's only one, from what I understand, known version that's not very easy to get, which kind of gives credibility. That is like the oldest version of one Christianity and the Bible, and it's in Ethiopia, which I also believe is where they claim
I
to
know what
have
you're
the Ark
talking
of the
about.
Covenant.
Yeah, I know what
Um,
you're talking about.
and depending on what angles you go in, and at the end of the day, whether or not you choose to believe what you've researched into it, because again, everything that we researched of the past is research done by somebody else. So we really just have to have our own discernment and intention to know that we're following along things and know what's bullshit within and without of specific texts. That's why with the Bible, it's something that there's definitely still things in there that's useful to learn, but they know people aren't actually reading it, so they have to edit the whole thing. They just edit out what people are going to look at and stuff like that. But I'm getting distracted. Um, no, fuck, I lost my point.
but like I was saying, so what's the alternative?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Thank you, Dre, for talking. I don't know why that reminded me. Black people in general, I have had like a connection to where black folk are Jews. There are Jews that have a connection to that history. And if you look at that history, there was written scripture that said y'all gonna be sold and go through some shit. And if you look at it from a certain perspective, it's like, oh, so the true religion is that we are God's people. What is the context of that? Well, much to your point, you got to kind of look within and discern that nowadays because it's been obfuscated to such a degree that if you don't utilize multiple sources and yourself as well with that discernment and connection with the Most High Power, you're not going to figure out what that truth is because there's a lot of bullshit and a lot of people that are going to go into the truth and put bullshit intentionally so that way you won't continue to seek. Because I spent a long time in esoteric learnings and searchings and research, and I came up to a certain point, and then I came all the way back around in a circle, and I got to a point where it was like there is no power, and came all the way back to the point of being like there definitely is. That was silly of me, but now I'm clearly aware in context of yeah, nobody's gonna tell me different. And since that point, I don't need anybody to tell me whether there is because I've had my own personal experience and growth.
Right.
And I would never describe myself as having religion, but many religions can lead you to that same place if you actually follow the tenets. But a lot of people will not and cannot do that. And out here in the West, most religions are utilized and marketed for money. They're corrupted and turned into something that they are not. And the
Very bad.
biggest one is Christianity out here because Christianity was the religion of those who came and conquered this country initially. If it was anybody else, it would be their religion, but that just isn't the case.
When you, Tyler, when you said that in the scriptures it says you guys would be sold, enslaved, and all that, that's just educational guessing because it was already happening everywhere else. You know, and all those texts were
No,
made in Africa. Like it was.
No,
like,
there's a lot
Jesus was
of
black,
stuff,
bro. Like he was.
Yeah.
You
No, that's not what you're saying.
But that's not.
The Bible says that your people are going to be taken from a land and they'll have no refuge, and they're going to serve. They're going to be servants in another land that they don't call home for a very long time. It's not like this. Slavery happened all over the world, all kinds of shit, all different kinds of slavery,
and it happened the same way everywhere.
No, it didn't. That's not true. Slavery didn't happen the same way everywhere in the world.
Yeah,
every government didn't. Every government didn't co-sign slavery or have the slaves treated the same way or looked at as 3/4 of a human being, 3/5 of a human being. Slavery.
That wasn't necessarily the rules. Like different societies would maybe make a slave be essentially the same person, but like there is somebody above you, or somebody like you could not become a slave anymore just through servitude.
You could
the way
in ancient Roman times.
Right. You could have been a very well done slave.
You could have made it out of being a slave in Persian culture, 2000
and Viking, and yeah, he's right.
But
you could have worked your way out of it. Yeah.
In chattel slavery in America, that wasn't the case. It was never going to happen for you. This was from the day you was born.
Chattel.
Capitalizing on
keyword there, chattel.
It kept going into that was its last form. It was like, listen, we're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do.
Well,
everything has evolution, so you're gonna see slavery. Like, hey, listen, what else can we do with this kind of, this kind of system?
America today.
Every system gets capitalized, and it gets like it's not. It just sounds so fucked up, but they just try to make it better for themselves. So they say, all right, slavery do this. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna put this limitation on it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna make them believe in this. I understand what Raven's saying. Like, why do blacks still believe in Christianity?
Blacks.
Who the fuck is Ray?
Raven. He said Raven.
He said, "Who is this?"
I'm like, who's Ray? Where's Ray? No.
I'm pretty sure I heard you say Raven. I don't know if you heard that.
I said Raven. Yeah.
He said Ray, bro. Come on, bro. Have some decorum, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, but it's. I understand all y'all point of views, but I feel like religion is limited. It limits you, bro. It limits you.
What's the best business model you could ever have for your business?
Say it again.
If you were a business owner, what is the best business model you could ever have for a business? Like, how would you structure your business and have it work for you or benefit you?
Always make them believe that
slavery.
They always have a chance, but they don't. Yeah.
Slavery is the best way you could ever run a business where you work every single day for me from sun up to sundown and you don't get paid.
Yeah.
You're gonna
It's documented there's more slaves today than ever.
And I was saying that too, like it's different today, right?
Is that true, or they just say that so people could feel better about themselves?
No. And if you include debt slavery, it's definitely
statistics be just popping out of nowhere. It's not here one day and then the next year.
Brother, no matter how any of y'all want to slice it, we're all slaves now.
I believe in that. Yeah.
Remember what we said. Everybody in America is a wage slave, right?
Yeah, we're a slave with a paycheck.
But black people already went through that, so it's kind of like we're slaves twice.
Right.
Trying to catch up and get money, do this shit, and this fake money's not real in this bullshit economy, right? But it's like, damn, we already did that. We already know what that's about. The only reason why America's built up the way it is because of fucking chattel slavery for 4 centuries.
Chattel slavery and then destroying the black equivalency of growth back in the day.
So
and Native American.
Yes.
Let me ask you something, Dre. Do you believe so Puerto Ricans before they came over there with Puerto Ricans shared Puerto Rico with the black Moors that lived there. So you had some indigenous people, you had Aztec warriors living on that little ass island, and you had some Moors. We lived there in harmony, like and I don't say necessarily harmony. So right. So what happens when these Spaniards come, right? With the blacks from Africa and some of blacks from somewhere else. They had a mixture, and they come to Puerto Rico, and then this comes into a concoction. So I always say Puerto Rico
concoction.
It's a concoction of different fucking people. That's what happens.
That's
Yeah,
what
at
New
the
Orleans is. If you guys have
the
never been to New Orleans,
finished product of a
I
Puerto
have.
Rican is a Spanish speaking fucking mutt. Like when you look at a Puerto Rican, we're mutts, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 kinds of melanin. It's your eyes, your skin, and your hair. So you
Yeah,
look at Puerto Rican, most of them just only have 2
we
out
all
of 3.
have neuromelanin.
Yeah, but hold on. Most Puerto Ricans that are in America have 2 out of 3 melanin. So it's their hair and their eyes are dark. Their skin is always light most of the time. But if you go to Puerto Rico, you see all this different color. You see people that have light skin, light eyes, light hair. They have no melanin. They have people with full melanin. They
I'd be seeing more
black as under
Dominicans
the
on the
bed.
spectrum.
I watch a baseball,
So
you
what
gotta
you call what?
ask me with that. I know a lot of people who might look black are from Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
North.
Yeah.
We have that same thing in Puerto Rico. You go to Puerto Rico.
I know black. I
you go-
Dominican.
I Dominican. Yeah,
I Dominican. I know black.
My point is,
whatever.
we lost everything too. Like we didn't get enslaved, like, because it's on a bigger spectrum when it came to America. But the thing is, we call Puerto Ricans because we made that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like the people, like us, Puerto Rico, we made it up
Right.
because
Well,
we're trying
from
to
the
create
Taino people.
our own culture that we don't know what happened.
It was a name that was given to you. Like I don't like to call myself African.
And we accepted it, and we say, you know what, we're gonna take it and put a little salsa in it.
Gang is what we named the island.
Yeah, it's not the name of the island. I mean, shit, Africa's not actually called Africa, but
But that's why we call ourselves Boricuas. It's the white man that named it Puerto Rico.
Oh, y'all are Boricuas. I
what
was
I'm
always
trying
mad
to say
confused with that shit back in the day.
That shit really.
We have nothing left but some
I thought that was a whole other group of people.
But
It's like,
Macho, what was your question? That like Puerto Ricans like a concoction of people?
I always say that we're a mutt, but my question to you is,
Yeah, all Hispanics are.
Yeah. So do you consider like Puerto Ricans to be black because of what happened? Because we have European blood in us. Because
So yeah, hey, look and see. I wouldn't say I consider Puerto Ricans to be black necessarily, because like if you want to get into the definitions in the language, what does it even mean to be black? Right? You go from
it's a very general term.
If you're talking about from the same genetic material, same human genome, biomes and shit, I guess you could say that for sure.
Yeah.
But like
that doesn't mean anything. So why would you count it?
Well, I wouldn't say that. What doesn't mean anything?
Well, like to say that it's like, well, yeah, that's a part of our human genome in our history. So let's make that a point. That's like saying, all right, well, who's related to Genghis Khan? All right, these are the people that aren't. That's not really a connection in the term that's even meant when they're trying to find out if you're black. We know why that's even a designation. So it's not that Puerto Ricans cannot have an identification of being black. It's kind of like in the movie Undercover Brother,
like,
where
what
the
are
man
we?
says it's a great day for black people of all races, and they look at him like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Think about it." And that's because Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, whoever it is, if you have dark skin, black skin, and you identify as being black, that's entirely up to you. However, there's the conflation of black as an identification of your skin color and how that may mean in terms of how you're treated, and then black as in the black American culture that exists and proliferates the entire planet to this day.
Yeah.
And that's where the issue comes up. And that's why there's this conversation going on with Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and anybody else who's like, well, we're this, we did this, or blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of conflation and misunderstanding of history and not a full context of what's going on that's leading people to being utterly confused.
Before we was invaded, right? We was an island full of several different cultures, and we never called ourselves anything. Most of them were Indian indigenous people, but we shared the land with Moors too. So Moors are the blacks of Puerto Rico. You understand? So it don't make sense to me that after all this shit happened, we got invaded, that we had to make some shit up after something they called us, and then we adopt their language, we adopt everything, and we'll say, "Oh, we're Puerto Rican. You speak Spanish." At least what I'm trying to say is blacks kept to keep their identity. We don't have one. We're trying to make one up.
Blacks made an identity, and everybody who didn't have one decided, let's take that one.
Huh?
Wait, say that again.
I said black people made for themselves an identity in the land they weren't from, and all the other ones that also felt that way were like, that shit's tight, let's borrow from that.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's good.
Including white people.
Right. Everybody takes from the Black American culture. And honestly, at the end of the day, cool black people don't actually give a fuck. What the problem is when people act like they came up with it. And the concept of we came up with it is a European idea in and of itself, which is very curious anyway. However, at this point, it's been established that's what we do. So just give credit where credit is due and then say, this is what I did to it and why I think it's different. That's fine if you think it's different. It may not be, but just give credit where credit's due instead of trying to act like you're not stealing all of this stuff and getting all these ideas. If your influence is from black culture, that's fine. If you took a bunch of influences from black culture and then used that to make a Hispanic dance or type of style of music or whatever the fuck, or whoever does it, that's fine. But don't act like you're special and you didn't have inspiration. Everybody who comes up with something is inspired by something. And if you're not a dick and you're acting righteously, you're going to give credit where credit is due. And those who are also righteous are going to recognize that. And if they have any issues, they'll let you know, but they're going to let you keep on because you're being righteous. But motherfuckers is not righteous. They just steal shit and expect to get all the credit for doing something. And people are so dumb and ignorant, they give people credit for that shit and then get mad when you try and tell them that's not the case. Oh, what are you talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I read a book before. I didn't just get all my information from a 30-second video. So maybe just shut the fuck up and let me talk to you for a second.
That's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that do that shit, Tyler.
Shut the fuck up and let me talk to you for a second.
Yep.
And listen.
What's the break?
A word from our sponsors.
Let me tell you guys about these.
Got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's up. I be dizzled up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. When Callie said I need another one, gon' have you coming back for more. But go get it while it's hot, before it be sold out in your stores. That dizzle.
Welcome back to
Yo, I saw a video recently. I'm sorry to cut you there. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I didn't mean to cut in everything with my laughing, but right at the end, I was reminded of a video where I saw somebody superimpose and utilize AI, Obama's face onto either Cardi B or Nicki Minaj, and then he's moving on her body, saying what she's saying, and it's hilarious. And for whatever reason, I was watching the video and I just saw him pop on there and I was hearing his voice doing the commercial and it just had me laughing my ass off. Just
right. So
that Dizzle ain't no joke.
Obama?
No, did you not hear the first part of what I said? There was a video I saw. Never mind. I'm not even gonna fall for that trap, Jay. We ain't gonna keep that one going.
I was gonna say she's right. That Dizzle ain't no joke. I had 3 cups, and I needed to go get a fucking cup soup because I was starting to feel a little tipsy.
Cup of soup, bro. That's the way to be. Got some hot sauce in there?
No, I couldn't. I don't think we have any more. If you're just joining us, we're with our guest, Raven Willow. We were talking about, I believe this whole discussion, debate, whatever it was, started with
Just a public. It was a public discourse. That's all. It was proper public discourse.
It started with a past life discussion, I believe.
No, I was just curious. I just wanted to know from like the horse's mouth. I was just curious, just asking the peeps.
In a certain regard, to kind of point to Jay's thing and like trying to go into past lives thing, I can tell you that I have a firm understanding that I feel like as though I've lived at least all the worst people lives on this planet. I've lived all of them. I've been the worst person before. And I don't like that shit at all because I know it and I understand the folly of it, and it just abjectly puts me off, and I recognize it. I know what it is because I did it. You can't hide it from me.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't discount religion as a whole, because I know that religion is not the problem. It's the things that have
people are the
infiltrated.
problem.
Right. It's the things that have
Yeah.
infiltrated those ideas. And that's kind of why, at least in terms of different folks, one of the reasons why they hold to those religions is because some of them actually hold to that religion. And so they do experience that. And people are feeded off of that example, even though on the larger scale, there's a lot of I'm going to use that college word again, obfuscation of what the truth really is, and presenting you something that's cake and just full of sugar, and it's not really
Dre
the
had
meat
a
and
really
potatoes.
good point too. Like, I mean, so much awful has gone on with Christianity, obviously, but people have used it as a banner of good and to get shit done.
Right.
During the civil rights movement, and like good can be done with it if people want to freaking use it for good.
Right. If they actually want to read it and pay attention and do
Yeah.
what's intended to use for, and then people are like, remember all this horrible things where this was smoked that and da 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 and ba 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 ba. Yeah, there's a reason
Sorry,
why
I had
things
to
were
leave for
said
a
there.
minute.
And like for example, no problem. Good, we're glad you're back, sir. There's a point, I don't remember exactly what it is quote for quote, but I know it's something that's often pointed out by atheists and detractors of like the Bible and like how ridiculous it is, where they describe like how it says you should wear certain linens, you shouldn't mix certain stuff. And people are like, isn't that ridiculous? And then you kind of look at some science that's been going on about clothes and just energy and how the body actually reacts to certain things. And yeah, it turns out if you're wearing a bunch of synthetic stuff, it's not really good. And you should probably wear certain things and not mix your shit.
Hey,
But
listen, and people forget the largest organ on your body is your skin, and how important it is to take care of your skin. So when you put certain shit on your body, it will have an actual effect on you, like gold or polyester or whatever it might be. People don't really know that because we don't get taught that kind of thing, and people don't even care about it because the people out here sick as hell, wondering why they stomach hurting. It's like you got all kind of bullshit on your body.
Yeah.
Why you got a headache every single day? Because you ain't drinking enough water. And you wearing some bullshit.
Yeah.
And not only that, you think you're drinking water, but you're literally just drinking stripped water. And so you're not getting shit. And then you're over here thirsty as a motherfucker, like, I drink so much water, but I'm dehydrated. I guess I'll drink Gatorade. Nope, wrong again.
Well, Gatorade ain't bad. Just drink a little cup like they do on the sideline.
If you do just a little, like a shot, yeah, it's not that bad. But at this point, they like
Jay heard that and was like, "Yeah, I'm all in." Get some Gatorade shots.
They made it to where Gatorade is just another soda, like just like they did with Arizona. There's so
I
much
love
crap
Gatorade.
sugar
I'm
and
driving
shit.
now, and there's a Tesla being a fucking idiot. Who knows, right? It was just a Tesla, just like yeah. You don't know how to
I
drive.
told you.
Your blinkers on
And they
still. You don't know what you're doing. Yeah, now
probably
you off.
listen
You
to the
fucking moron.
podcast and now it's rebelling. Like I'll show her.
Dude, keep them away. I hate it. They're scary.
It's a Tesla truck, and it's ugly, and it's. I get angry when I drive.
The Tesla truck is bulletproof, but the windows is. You can ask them, oh, hey, listen, can you give me bulletproof windows? But you won't be able to bring the windows down.
I think they 50 cents or something. You need a bulletproof window.
Yeah, that's
what
why
people say shit on the internet.
It's optional to have bulletproof windows, but you won't be able to roll them down.
That's fine. I don't want to see.
I mean, I don't want to. Why would I do that?
Isn't that the point?
Protecting me.
Yeah, you don't want to roll it down.
Windows, but make sure
also,
the sun track.
It's optional. Like I want a bulletproof truck, but my windows, please.
Now, look, you have an AC system and a vent and probably a sunroof, and even if not a sunroof, you don't need to be getting fast food anyway. So it's really going to help America stop being such fat asses. Let's get more bulletproof windows out here.
Can
the base version is made with regular windows.
Where the window don't go down on the driver's side, and you have to open the door to get your fucking fast food.
Yeah, that's how desperate we are to get that sugar and that dopamine hit from all that shit ass poison. All the food is poison, Jay. If you can't roll down your window, don't eat that bullshit. Go to the store and eat some cheese and ham sandwiches.
Hey, thank you for reminding me.
I have a problem right now with the Famous Bowl, and I'm gonna go get one whenever I want one.
Yeah, the problem is gonna be in your asshole in 45 minutes.
Fuck it, no, that don't happen.
If you guys want to know, there's an app called Yuka, Yuka, and it tells you what foods are good. Like if you go into Walmart, you can scan the food. It'll tell you from 0 to 100 how good it is for you.
I can tell you if you pick up a box and it's got more than like 8 ingredients, put that shit down.
But this what I'm trying to tell you, this app tells you, it gives you substitutes for foods that are more pure and where you can get them and how much you can buy it for. Like this app is cool, bro. Like, but
I mean that part sounds useful because it's expensive to get good shit.
Like if you're trying to really get healthy and stay away from processed shit and you don't really have a clue about anything when it comes to health, this app could help you. So,
you know what?
I'm not advertising the app, but I was saying I use it.
I was gonna say, Macho, don't do that again until we get a sponsorship. But that's a good plug.
It's new though, you know, so it's cool. It's if you guys want, I'm talking to you guys right here, not the fucking people out there.
I mean, we live, so we're talking to everybody right now.
Because I probably am too, but which you know,
you could watch the fucking show and give us a sponsorship, motherfucker. We'll all use that shit.
It's but it's true. It's like 95% of shit is on sale.
Your other company friends.
95% of shit is fucking not good for you, unless you're growing your own fucking your own vegetables and vegetation.
Bro, even then, where are you getting your seeds from?
But you gotta get
buy them.
You gotta find
right, but like, who's the manufacturer of those seeds? Because even the seed packets, if you're not paying attention, you're just gonna get some shit that's already been modified to be
Arby's. This nigga's lying.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Arby's closed down. Arby's closed down. Back in July, I haven't ate Arby's in months. I probably won't have it ever again at this point.
Yeah, it's just.
I miss Arby's. He's not lying. I still be doing that shit.
It's divided.
It's mean
to the food, bro.
They already are. Like all the stuff that you eat now, you can tell.
Colin, there is real fruit out there. It's not impossible to get it. And if
not at all. I'm blessed to be in a place where there's tons of farms like that. Yeah, but there's also plenty of stuff where it's just like, oh, this is seedless. This is seedless, or the seeds are mad small and they're not as fruitful as they used to be by intention. You still can do that, but I'm just saying, like, pay attention to where you get your stuff from. Like, just make you have to pay attention.
Right seeds, and then like people don't realize. Like,
no, that's true.
I have a garden, and when you go to buy carrots at the store, they're like carrots. They're like huge, like a normal carrot, not baby carrots. But when you plant carrots in your garden, they're literally like this big and weird shaped and
tomatoes.
Yeah,
because it's a root. and people don't remember what that means.
Yeah. So even the
grows however
vegetables
the
and
fuck it
fruits
wants to
are
grow.
like
You know
manufactured
what it is
to look
too, though?
perfect.
It's the stuff that they pump in the air. It's the stuff that they pump in the water. It's not gonna really grow anything correctly.
It's all the new famous like popular fast food things.
It's
Go
all
get
about
this
the
thing, go get that, get
depopulation
the
of the
chicken
earth.
sandwich.
Top of that, why do you think the population has so many fucking allergies? I'm gonna tell you why. Because where are all the female trees? You don't see no fucking fruit bearing
That's been
trees
going on
anymore,
since the 90s,
or
Jay.
anything fruitful, because they don't fucking plant those. They plant a whole
There's
bunch
no
of fucking
pollination.
It's
damn
like in New
trees,
York.
and they let their pollen loose to impregnate the female trees, but there are no female trees. It's just an overpopulation of male trees. So what you're gonna get? A whole bunch of fucking tree sperm in the air going in your nose, making everybody have fucking allergies.
Yeah, I'm not allergic to pollen. I could just stuff it in my nose. It won't do shit to me, Jay. So I know what you're saying, but that's not accurate all the way, my boy. I can stuff my face with it and I'm gonna be totally fine.
Bro can show up to
This nigga
a
lying too.
fucking
He sound like he allergic to pollen.
his nose getting
No, I
stuffed
got a
up right
deviated
now talking about it.
Your nose stuffy as hell right now. Talking about I ain't allergic to no pollen.
What I can stuff it up my nose right now.
Yeah, I can. Like I'm not allergic to that shit.
And I never pollen never fucked me up until I got older. And so like Jay was saying, they probably put some shit in the food.
It's a
and
mutation of your body, but Jay is right because when I was growing up, nobody had ADHD. We was just saying, "Motherfucker got mad energy." That's all the fuck it was. Let him run. Let him fucking experience life. Let him put his body through this new experience of what the fuck he has going through his veins. Not
Right,
put
that's
him
the
on.
dude who threw the rock to, so he got the touchdown. It's like word.
This is what I'm trying to say, bro. We used to run up
Semi hyper, but he cool.
and they just be like, "Hey, calm down, Mr. Romero. Oh, calm down, this person. Calm." That's how it was. Now it's like something's wrong with him. He's moving quite fast. Let's give him some Ritalin.
Right. Let's give him some shit to cut him off.
Or give him a large amount of sugar so his insulin levels could go high, and then he starts falling asleep in third period.
Well, that's
Mm-hmm.
important for people to know. Talking about food, people that feed their kids crap. I'm sorry. There's my middle finger.
Yo, there's some fat fucking kids out
I've
here, and I'd
seen
be
them
sad
good
every
fat,
time.
though.
No, I mean, I'm saying everybody enjoys a treat and some fast food and whatever once in a while. I do too. But everybody that feeds their kid with like processed food and chicken nuggets and frozen this and mac and cheese that and what, like, no, you're not doing them any favors.
Right. Like you're literally saying you're weaker than a
You're
child.
poisoning
when you
your
do that.
child.
They throw a tantrum, so I stopped cooking food because it's easier to give them chicken nuggets every day. Well, that's why they're gonna have brittle bones and grow up to be all lanky and weird because you gave them chicken nuggets every day. You lazy sow.
So what would you
They're
give?
called nuggies.
What would you give your child on a day-to-day basis?
It's nutrition. The
Hold
fuck
on.
you mean?
All right, but I'm asking you, fucking Dr. Phyllis over here. Oh,
I'm sorry. This is all pent up aggression from the week. It's been a rough week. So
Nutrition is not a food. It's a thing food has.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
not
can
frozen things like fresh vegetables, like organic meat,
Although-
things that help them grow.
depending on where you are, though, the freshest vegetable might be the flash frozen. But
like, where
you
get
can't
good
just get
eggs?
anything. You
Can't
gotta
even
get some good
fucking
stuff.
good eggs no more, bro.
It's weird that now you can buy meat and you're like, I don't think this is something real or there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
It's disappointing. It makes me sad to know that as horrible as things are, like I'm not a person that says we shouldn't have meat, but the way we do it is terrible, and the fact that it's as it is. Like, remember the chicken wing the chicken wing shortage? But then all of a sudden there really wasn't a shortage. People are still getting chicken wings. There were places being like, oh, we got chicken wings now. It's like, well, where the fuck did you get chicken wings from if there wasn't no wings to sell in the first place? What are you selling all fried and sauced up there? That's got to be rat meat
or maybe some fake bones with that bug meat. Because low key, companies are just signing on, like Tyson recently did with companies that are trying to replace meat with bugs. And the way that they do that shit secretly is they put it into the nutrition label and they give those motherfuckers the Latin names. And because we don't know what something is remotely in the Latin name, we will just assume it must be some sort of ingredient that, oh no, it's poison. No, it's not that it's poison. It's bug meat. It's bug protein. They're getting you used to bug shit, so that way you won't know the difference. You won't know that you're not actually getting what you eat.
Yeah, you
know what that means,
becoming
right?
a vegetarian. By mistake.
No, that means you have to take your local priest to the supermarket with you so he can read the label.
Go get the Catholic priest. I don't need an exorcism. We just need to go to the grocery store, man.
You read the fucking nutritional facts on
That
this.
just means those rat burgers from Demolition Man gonna be hitting different.
It's kind of hard. Like if you think about it, it's already hard to pay rent and pay bills. Then to try to buy organic food. It's so funny how the organic food is less of it and it costs so much more. But you get
That's why I'm
organic
happy to be in
eggs,
Cali,
you get like
bro.
12 eggs for fucking $8. If you buy the fucking cheap Walmart ones, you're getting 60 eggs for $5.
I don't know where you guys live, but where I live, the local farmers get together and co-op, and there's things that you can sign up for that you can just go like literally people go buy like clothes baskets, like sturdy ones, and you go to these co-ops with these farmers and you just go home with this giant basket full of fruits and vegetables, and it's dirt freaking cheap, and it's all like natural grown right here in the valley.
I live in a valley
So
myself
sad.
in the breadbasket of America. Like I
That's
think
that's definitely
25% of the food of America comes from out here. There's mad fresh stuff, mad farms and like farmers markets. It's
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah, it is
but
nice.
it's not every day accessible, unfortunately. And a lot of the farm, what's happening out here that people don't know is that a lot of stuff is getting bought up and becoming corporatized to where it's not local anymore. It's now sold through your store, but now it's not what you once knew.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing is. It's
It's difficult to eat at it's difficult to eat healthy like that. They make it harder for you and especially like in New York. Say you want to go on a good healthy diet, you want high proteins, moderate carbs, whatever. When you
Then
go
just
into a
catch
grocery
rats.
store, how the fuck are you gonna get that when everything's processed there? Now you gotta go to Whole Foods. You gotta find Whole Foods. There's no fucking Whole Foods in the Bronx. You gotta go all the way to Manhattan. You say, yeah, you probably could do it for 2-3 weeks, but who's gonna keep going to Manhattan to get their food?
You gotta go to Bravo or Compare to the Spanish people. And they give
Well,
you that
that's even
chicken
worse,
breast.
my boy. That's even worse.
Just go to
Spanish
Ox. They'll
people
make
know
whatever they
nothing
got in the
about
store.
health. Please, Jason, please. Puerto Ricans know nothing about health. Everything is fried. Everything is heavily salted. It's hot. It tastes fucking good. It's good, yeah, but it's fucking horrible.
I could go for
That's
some
why
tres
Puerto Ricans
lopes
have fucking high blood
ahora.
pressure, having strokes at 45. It's fucking horrible. I love the food.
Hey, you know
but it's
why?
shit.
You know why? Because motherfuckers don't exercise ever. Like you can eat shit, but you gotta compensate and make up for what you're not doing. If you're gonna
You
eat
can
like shit,
compensate
you
just
better be taking
so much.
all the supplements and missing nutritions that you are every day if you're not gonna
Supplements,
get it from your food. And if you're gonna do that, you also better make sure that you're exercising and taking care of yourself extra instead of just lazing about and just being like, yeah, well, I'll start some other time. At least take some fucking vitamins while you sit on your ass. Like that's probably the easiest thing you could do. You could sit on your ass, order it from Amazon, and have Amazon ship that shit to you. You don't even have to leave the house to give yourself better nutrition. And people act like it's too hard.
I don't know, man. Y'all sound like a bunch of people who want to live
Hard,
forever.
it's too expensive.
Y'all sound
Dre,
like
I'd be lying to you if I told you
What happened, Dre?
I
What you
wouldn't
said?
mind.
y'all sound
What
like a
happened,
bunch of
Dre?
motherfuckers who want to live to be 130. Like, nigga, that shit corny.
I do. I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. I will live to fucking 1,000. If
I would love to see my grandkids.
I would love to see
Yeah,
them all
right. You say
die.
that now, nigga. You ain't gonna be able to move.
I would love to see them all die. Like I would be like, oh, I saw his life. I saw his life, and I saw his life.
But
That's
you
the
will,
wild
you,
ass
you
difference.
will.
Look, yeah, I've been there, done that. It's not that great of an experience. It's really not.
I think you have a
I feel
limited
you.
perception on shit, bro. Like you can learn so much shit. If you here for 1,000 years, you haven't done
Yeah.
shit, then that's a waste. If you live 1,000 years and you only know one language, that's a waste.
Why?
If you here
Why?
1,000
There's only
years,
one
Bro,
language
if
worth
you
knowing.
live
Only one language.
Yeah.
Only one language on the planet matters, and that's getting fucking money. It doesn't matter if you speak Chinese.
This coming from the guy that just said us being Puerto Rican and speaking Spanish were sellouts.
He didn't
Yeah,
say
but
y'all.
he was talking about like
English is a
Cantonese or something.
him speaking
To learn
English
how to
is a sellout too.
Kong.
So it's like it doesn't really fucking matter, bro. He's speaking English to me right now. It's a fucking live
Well,
language.
English is the language everybody's gonna like know
Because that's
of
the language the upper
English is
Northern
galactic
would
basic.
adopt.
Mandarin.
You know what I'm saying? If what I'm trying to say, if you live 1,000 years and you learn a lot of shit, then it was worth it. Like if I'm here
You live
1,000 years and I
you'll
still only know
higher,
Spanish and English,
You better
it
be
was
rich. You better be
Yeah, I
rich.
gotta
Fuck
be
all that
rich by
learning
then.
languages. You better have a fucking castle. This better be like Transylvania in this.
I mean, honestly,
compensate for the money because I can learn if I got 1,000 years, I can learn Chinese. I can learn.
Right.
I can learn
You
all
can
these
just learn
languages.
all the
Get
things.
more money.
Yeah.
You should
Honestly,
learn how
if
to
you put
own
your cards right in 1,000 years,
If you devote your time, you could probably learn that shit quicker, way quicker.
look,
Yeah,
in 100 years,
Yeah, but
you
like,
could be ruling the world.
It depends
It's
the
not
language.
that
It's
hard.
hard to learn a whole new language. It's hard to learn a new language as you get older, they say. But like if you really
But to
dedicate time
retain
to
it,
it, you can learn.
to learn it is one thing. To retain it is another thing.
Yeah, but like, you would only need to learn like maybe 10, and in 100 years, just know enough things and make investments 100 years ago in the right places to where you could be ruling the world very easily. They'd be like, "Who's this immortal person who's outlived all these people?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm immortal." And that's all you'd have to say. You don't have to tell them that there's nothing else special about you. You're just immortal. They would just be like, "Oh my God, well, tell us what to do, Mr. Immortal." It's really silly.
They would chop you up to find out if that's true.
No, they wouldn't, because you're immortal. That's the whole premise here.
It's been done before, and we're probably going to do a podcast on that.
No, the implication of immortal should be, but because it needs to be for stories, you do not die either from physical affliction, internal affliction. You're eternal. You're immortal. You do not die. You might transcend. You could shift. But you're not going to disappear. But then if you say that, aren't we all immortal at the end of the day? I used to think I was going to die at 33. Now I think I'm not going to die. So maybe we'll find out. I'll let y'all know.
33 too. That's funny. Well, my uncles died at 33, and I was like, "I'm the next one." When 33 came, I was like, "I'm saying."
I stopped listening to Nirvana, and then everything changed. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
That sound like a bunch of people who want to live forever.
I do.
I don't know why.
I said that. I said, yeah, that's me. I'm trying to hang around. People need help, bro.
Tyler, I'm on your shit, bro.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you, Dre. I want to live forever too in this digital media. So like, share, and subscribe.
That's not hard. Just put this in a diamond.
Just make a horrible porno and name it fish with some crazy shit.
Oh, all right. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You call it peanut butter jelly.
It's gonna be called Quest for My Dick. It's gonna be like the Legend of Dick.
Right, living forever.
Quest.
Say
Remember
living forever.
Quest? Remember the game Quest?
A dick to the past.
So he's like, yeah,
A very old game.
I'm searching the whole globe for my dick twin.
Got 1,000 years to do it, Dre.
It shouldn't take 1,000 years if you dedicate yourself, but then again,
I got 1,000 years. I better find it before I'm 200.
You just gotta frequent a lot of public restrooms.
You'll become a myth to humanity. Like, there's an immortal man that goes around checking dicks, so just know that. It's like, that's not real.
And he's 6'1", 280 pounds.
The penis police.
You're gonna get that one dude that's gonna go get some cosmetic surgery done to his shit because one leaked of yours, and he's gonna be the most fucking stalkerish dude in the world.
But my thing, I was gonna say that.
You're
speaking in physical, 1,000 years in physical.
I'm your twin, Macho.
So-
What would you like to do now?
It was taking pictures.
Well, I guess y'all now gotta hang out and dock, right?
We'll make a spearmint commercial.
Y'all gotta.
They make a spearmint commercial.
Don't you mean a Folgers commercial? Like with the brother and sister?
What you gonna do when you find them? We're making commercials.
Double mint commercial.
We're making ads.
The best part of waking up is Dick Quinn in your cup.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
I love you, Dick Twin. Wink.
Oh boy.
Really
Is this a soulmate thing?
Yeah.
So
I think at this point for him it might be.
Twin, Morty. I need to find my Dick Twin, Morty.
Gotta find
Yo,
my
these
Dick
niggas will
Twin.
never let that shit go, bro.
And that's one
Oh
of them.
yeah, I found a Dick Twin before.
This is she's probably like, wait, she understands, but she's like, how this started. It's an inside, some sort of inside joke.
Yeah, there's a few
It's
running
not a
gags.
joke. This man is on a man. He's on a lifelong journey to
outside
find
now.
his docking buddy.
Oh man.
Really, his Dick Twin is a gooey duck.
He researches pornos like an analyst does security tape for intrusions.
I was watching the episodes I did with Raven, and you guys was talking about, you know, the Akashic records.
The Coctic records? Come on.
Akashic records. Stop it.
This man's trying to find out through the Akashic records who his Dick Twin is.
Yeah, I'm like, we're going from Dick Twins to Akashic records.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Maybe
Nah, you just had an idea. You just had an idea. That's
in
all.
the physical realm. Let's find it in the spiritual realm. Then I find my Dick Twin in the spiritual realm.
Just in case he doesn't live 1,000 years, he wants a backup to access.
Yeah.
She's gonna say you lost your twin years ago. You found him once. No, but I always thought the Akashic Records was like a library of information. Like
Yeah, useful information.
No, I think it was all information.
It is all information.
So all this is going out there. So
Your Dick Twin is not information.
So Raven, so the Dick Twin thing is in the Akashics now, right? It's out there now.
If you would have rated it in your Akashic records,
It's
go
written.
ahead and
It's
put it in
been
there.
written.
This is a part of this man's soul.
It's in there.
It is very important to him. Like, it's going on for like 15 fucking minutes now.
Actually, it's been for like a whole fucking year.
So it's engraved into my lineage. So like my great grandson's gonna be like looking for his Dick Twin too, and he doesn't know why.
Why?
What?
Why?
Because
Why?
I
What?
put it in the Akashic. It's a part of him now.
No,
So
what?
his grandson is gonna be like, I don't know why, but I'm looking for someone that has the same penis as me. Do you think so?
But why?
Because it's in the Akashic. I fucked up my whole lineage just because I that's what she said. She said anything you put in there is gonna be there forever. It's just
But you made Dre leave.
Dre said,
You know, this
this
is how
crazy.
this is an example of how, like with the Bible, you can misuse a tool. This is the you misusing a tool, macho.
I'm just being silly, bro. Leave me alone.
Gosh.
Look, hey, look, man, I understand that somewhere in there was like, can I like through some type of psychic connection figure out my Dick Twin and just zone in on it? You know what? The best you can do is just really just make sure that's all about your life. Make sure everything you're doing is so you can find your Dick Twin. Because the only way you're gonna find your Dick Twin is some weird ass situation that you can't ever anticipate.
I tell you last time, it was like I was probably like 15. I was watching.
Okay, so maybe he'll get your number somehow from your
Remember who the
social
man
media
was.
and be like,
He
"Hey,
has
bro,
the same
remember
exact
me?"
as me.
And then he'll send you a picture of his dick instead of his face because you'll recognize the picture of his dick.
No, I would think it's me.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's me who got that picture. Where that picture was taken. You know. All right, let's change.
So, okay, yeah, real quick, let's change the subject. What do you think this says about his internal past lives that he's so fixated on the phallus? That's my question to you.
You don't want to know.
Yo, talent. I was the emperor, and I'll just have all the people come in. Will you pass down? No, not him.
Man, he would have to pay.
No, not him. Go. Oh, shit. He had to
Yo, Dre, I still forget that you actually have hair. Every time I see you, I'm like, oh yeah.
This nigga hating.
He said, "Oh yeah,
bro." I remember without hair so fondly, except for that green afro.
That was a wild day, bro.
Yeah.
I don't remember being that drunk and high ever again.
It was good times.
I lied. I was definitely. Oh,
you went to UConn. You probably definitely had worse days.
Oh man,
worst days. Yeah, I remember I threw up a bunch of broccoli once in the dining hall, and the dude was like, had a long night.
In the dining hall.
Yeah, I got to the trash. I got to the
threw
trash
up
can.
broccoli.
Yeah.
I say, yo, did you eat piccolo? Did you fucking throw up pieces
the
of
dude?
piccolo?
The dude was like, had a long night. I looked at him like, fuck you.
Trying to get some vitamins in your body, bruh. Leave me alone.
Dre, you need a new profile picture on here. That is a far cry from what you look like.
I don't.
No, that's his immortal picture. He does look like that, but
that was me in the past life.
So
just like me and Notorious Dink.
Now that we have filled your night with slavery,
religion, what did we fill it with, Jay?
Oh my god,
with cream.
I didn't bring it up. Remember
what
that?
Can you tell us about what
Nutella.
you actually came here to talk about? The Akashic records, past lives, and what was it? Energy regression.
What is energy regression?
What does this sound like?
You guys are just way off the planet. Okay.
Well, that's what we take a break from the planet. That's kind of what happens. We apologize.
I'm about to go astral project right now.
Dude, that's so much fun.
I've done astral projection.
You know what? I agree with you. And people that are afraid.
So yeah, I guess I did that shit too.
No, I did.
Yeah, I like that.
Fun.
I like sleep paralysis. That
wasn't fun for me.
The sleep paralysis.
I was scared to leave the room because someone told me once if you astral project and you leave the room and you're not well seasoned in it, you can get lost. So
well seasoned.
That's the only shit that came to mind.
You mean like with some paprika and shit?
Someone that's good at it. Someone that's good at astral fucking.
Yeah, we we just busting your balls.
I'm not busting your balls, but yeah,
he's true. I know he's immortal. Everything's.
You know what? Where the hell did that phrase come from? Now you say that because it is kind of a pause phrase. Yeah, I'm not trying to give us back into that topic because while you were gone, we were very much still on macho. But it's just a pin that I like to put.
You know how people say busting your chops?
Yeah.
Do you know what like busting your chops means?
No, I do not.
Cheeks.
Yeah. So people say busting your balls.
Is that really just what that means? That's kind of just crazy to me because it was always used in like PG rated material, but that's so like explicit in actual meaning, and to not have known that
everything goes
third.
back
Look it up right now. Can you look it up, Jason, please?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I want to know if you have full insight, like you have full control of the Akashic records. Would that make you a genius?
You'd be more than a genius.
This question is for Raven. Like, if I had full control of Akashic records and I could tap into any information ever made, would that make me a genius some way?
It says,
or can I become a genius through that?
I found what you asked for, genius.
I got that.
It says here.
Well, let her answer the question.
Yes, I want to answer to that.
It would give you a lot more knowledge. I
Yeah,
don't know if it would make you a genius.
Well, that's what
but
basically
you wouldn't control it. It's not yours to control.
It's
It's not mine to control.
Let's do a hypothetical. What happened if you could control it and have full access? at any time.
Like,
All the
Macho,
time.
you just literally need somebody to like make the Matrix shit movie where they like plug it in and like learn shit in like 5 seconds and like, yeah, give me some more. You need one of those machines. I need one of those machines. I would love that.
I would love that too.
Yeah.
I would say that honestly, you will never have that machine, Macho, because you're only ever going to be able to access the knowledge that's necessary.
Yeah, I think about that too sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it might just spoil me, and I'll just like commit suicide.
No, it won't.
There's no reason. There's no reason to be here. The whole point is the journey, not the fucking.
Maybe you Neo, bro. I don't know, but if you Neo, you need to get your ass moving. Shit's fucked up.
Everybody's responsibility as far as the planet and the universe and what the universe wants for it. Everybody has a responsibility to raise the vibrations on Earth and stop all the assholery. So
right,
I believe in that shit.
Right.
That's dead ass true. Fuck that.
I try to be concise with how to change the world, and it's just don't be a dick.
Like I have a thing with my kids. I hate negative shit. Like I hate it.
Oh, excuse
me.
I hate it, bro. Like my son, I tell my son, hey, I get him a pack of Pokemon cards, and he goes, I'm not gonna get anything. And I go, shut the fuck up. And he's like, what? And he's like, what?
You're like, I hate negative shit with my son.
Because he gets me there so fast, bro. And I just tell him, listen, if you keep talking like that, you're never gonna get Charizard. You're never gonna get him. He said, well, I said, don't do negative shit around me because it makes me negative and I get crazy. And, you know, I don't like it. I'm a positive. I've seen so much bullshit. I've been through so much bullshit. This world is fucking full of turmoil. I don't want no more. I don't want to keep adding to it. I want to just keep fucking being positive and happy, and then he doesn't get it.
Oh my god, bro! I feel you so hard in your rhetoric. However, shut the fuck up.
And I snap real quick. I'm like, here, look. I'll be like this. Here, I'll be look. I bought your car. He said, I'm not gonna get nothing good. I always get trash, and I'm like this. Shut up. Like I just fucking lose it. Like, why are you so negative? Where does it come
from? I just spent $5 on this.
It doesn't come from my bloodline. It doesn't. Because I've always been a positive dude. You can ask Jason.
But what you're saying is right. If you keep saying he's never going to get that card is never going to be there.
That's
if he's saying that card is going to be there, then it's going to freaking be there.
But then my middle son, he's always like, I always get good cards. And he's always pulling some fire shit. And I'll be like, look, you see? Because he don't think like you. You have to change the way you think. And I'm always, eventually I think I'll catch him. But if not, I'm just gonna say he came just like his uncle, which is from my wife's side.
One day you're just gonna rock bottom him. I told you not to say negative shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, boom.
He doesn't do it often, but he does do that negative shit, and it pisses me the fuck off. Like he did it the other day in the back, and I just like stop the car, and I'm just like, what I fucking told you about talking about?
Highway.
He's like, I'm never gonna win. Like I'm the best basketball player on my team, but we never win because everybody else on my team is trash, so we're never gonna win. I said, you're never gonna win because you keep saying you're never gonna win. And if you keep saying
and that because he's not a team player,
the fucking disown you as a fucking child.
He kind of has to be.
Damn, you gave him hard life. I just own you. Don't have that attitude around here.
Is happy we have this one negative kid, bro. It's like, and I'm just like trying to mold them, and it's
even them out. They got to even your kids out, so they got to be one.
My other two kids are stupid positive. We're gonna get a big house, and we're gonna have this, and we're gonna have trampoline, we're gonna have this, and he's just like, that's never gonna happen. He's like fucking Shaq with a negative attitude. He's like, what's gonna happen? We pieces of shit, people. We're fucking poor.
Yo, why is your son like the biggest hater that you got?
Yeah, he's like his uncle, bro. His uncle's like that. Oh, hit my ass, fuck my kids. I got 5 kids. I care nothing about them.
Oh man.
It's all perspective, dude. Like I grew up extremely poor, but we never even realized that we were poor. Like we had a blast when we were kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I
You
said,
don't
we
notice
poor,
you
but in
eating every
room,
day.
there's a
You
70-inch TV in each room. How we poor? Like,
Yeah.
all right. I was poor until last year because, statistically, a poor person makes only 24,000 and under. I just passed the 24,000 mark. So I'm not poor no more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm fucking poor still.
Right.
But
No, we all poor
he
over
makes
here
me
right now.
feel like we're
Bro,
poor. We living on the streets of California eating
just
fucking
with what
leftovers.
I
That's
make
how you make
alone,
it seem. Huh?
with what I
Why you
make
say
now,
the streets of California? You don't even live here.
I know what California is, bro. I know what it is.
bro, what I
No,
make
you
now,
don't even live here.
It's in the air, bro. You got the most fucking homeless people on the planet, bro.
We're one of the biggest states that have the most. Okay, well, anyway, I'm not even going to. That was very
there's homeless
curious why they wouldn't just be
There's
homeless in
probably
your own
homeless
state.
people right next to you right now. You lying, bro.
Oh man.
Fucking man right next to you asking you for something. You tell him, yo, I'm in the pocket.
So you telling me you go outside, you don't see no homeless people in your city?
There's no homeless people in Florida.
But you know how California is.
he obviously never been to Daytona Beach.
Right.
Let's not make this, a figment of our imagination. We know
I
that
just don't understand where that came from. You have some deep seated shit for California just be like
Oh, I
homeless like in
just know about
California.
California. I seen the
It's expensive here, but we're not all homeless, my guy.
You're one check away from living on the street.
Yeah. Well, damn, nigga, that was
Everybody's
expensive
one
for
check
no
away
reason.
from being on the street in California.
That's
That's what
all
makes
ours.
us
The way
leaving.
the economy is, if you don't have a solid savings account and you work for somebody, we're all one paycheck away from living on the street, bro. Everybody. And
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking loaded.
You're fucking immortal. You've been here for 1,000 years.
Right, like
Yeah.
I figured out.
They got gold doubloons that he just cashes in every couple hundred years.
He said doubloons.
Speaking of the Spanish.
Right.
The negativity got to stop everywhere, though. Seriously, though. That shit's
Honestly, just stop being dicks. I'll just say it every show. Like, just don't be a dick. If what you're doing, you can't say, all right, I'm acting in what I understand to be a righteous move here. And if you have an inkling, you're being a dick, and you can't get rid of that feeling, you're probably being a dick. So you probably shouldn't do it. It's really easy. The intuition exists.
Don't know they're dicks, and a lot of people don't care.
Right.
Like my son, if I don't stop him, he will become
like my son who's negative. He's a dick.
I fell asleep in the mall on the massage chair today. He was in the nail salon.
He was like, good, damn.
Mom. He was in the nail salon with his mom, and I lent him my phone. I said, here, you can watch YouTube. And I went outside, I sat on the massage chair, and I fell asleep. An hour later, I said, give him my phone. He deleted 5 apps from my phone that I use to download the game. And I told him, I said, what the fuck gave you the gallbladder to delete my shit? Like, you a piece of shit. I said, now I'm gonna go to your house. I'm gonna go to the house we live in. I'm gonna go to your game console and I'm gonna delete everything. And I'm gonna give you a blank fucking game. How you gonna feel about that? Oh, I'm never gonna like that. I'm never gonna like that. So how the fuck do you think I felt when you deleted my shit? Now I gotta put all these fucking shit back on and do all this bullshit that I don't like doing because so she made a valid point. We do need to, like, this dick shit has to stop. And if I don't mold him right, he's gonna be in that fucking category. I'm still gonna love him.
Again, I agree with your rhetoric, Nacho.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Who's counting cards over there?
Somebody shuffling a deck, right?
Right? You about to play some strip poker with Jazz, bro? What's going on?
Blackjack.
Knuckle.
Hey, that sound different. I don't want to hear.
You got a pet centipede over there or something? What the fuck is that?
Mute your side, Jay. Mute that. I don't want to hear that.
All right, Pet Cemetery.
That's weird.
Yeah, right? You got something crawling on your ceiling?
I don't know why I said that. Just roll with it.
I know you in Florida.
The remake was horrible.
You gotta see that shit.
What was it? It was like, what was it, 3 weeks ago?
Both Pet Cemeteries was kind of horrible. We got to be honest.
I like the original one though. It was just funny. Hey, listen. What would you do, Raven, if how would fuck out of here? Why is there still mosquitoes? It's fucking 50 degrees. Anyways. Fucking mosquitoes. What you recommend people what would be the starter deck? Like the starter kit to start changing the vibration levels in your life. What would be the way to start?
You gotta start self-reflecting. Everybody does. And start dissecting the own implanted messages and whatever's from your family, from society, from everything, and get rid of those ideas. And you gotta go within yourself and figure out what triggers you, what makes you angry, what makes you happy, why are these things.
Like
And
the
figure out
residue that was passed down to you by your ancestors, basically something like that, right?
And
it's a residue that stays
not just from this life, but it comes from all of your past lives. You still carry that with you.
I would love to know what I was back in my past life.
You were probably just looking for your dick twin.
I think I probably was a fucking silverback gorilla, an albino one. It's fucking running.
You know what? That's so specific. It probably did happen.
When I get not for nothing. When I get naked and I look in front of a mirror, I look like a silverback, bro. I be like, that's the fucking gorilla, bro. I look at myself, I turn to the side, I'm like, what the fuck is you? I barely work out, I haven't worked out in years, and I still like.
Thank you so much for coming on and taking.
If you were an albino gorilla, you would not see your silverback because it'd all be white anyway.
You know what I mean? The silverback that was an albino. He's totally silver.
The great white ape
gorilla
from Georgia the jungle.
He's like, I had success with that, Macho. You was a silverback that was albino. You wouldn't see
you weren't a silverback. You were just a lost white man in the jungle in the past life.
That's when I looked at myself. I was like, yo, was I a gorilla back then? And it's just so you know what? Let's try the human life. It didn't work out in the gorilla fucking world for you.
I responded to the wrong ape dissension.
Yeah.
So you would say someone that had no past lives and this first life will be very adventurous, or will they be like? Because I would think someone that had many lives would be someone that had wisdom without even trying. So, you know, those smart ass people without even trying. I would say those people probably had many lives, right? What you think?
Yes. Yes, we do. I'm sorry.
I used to think that about myself.
There are a lot of people that haven't evolved to very high vibrations yet. They're very much under, there's a suppression system for humans by an alien group, and they're humans are very much still under this.
Goddamn Pleiadians.
No, it's not the Pleiadians.
So self-reflection, people.
It's just the Pleiadians are supposed to be the bad guys.
No, they're not.
From Talking Junk, where you said I got a contract out there, so
you have a soul. That's what they're called in the Akashic records. You write your life. It's called a soul contract. You have a soul contract. There's Pleiadian lineage in there. They have a direct thing with you.
Where did you get this information from, though?
He asked me to do a mini reading on him before we did Talking Junk earlier. Okay. And I didn't get all of that much because it's been kind of an exhausting day. I've already done readings for people. But
understandable.
I went into the Akashic records, and just part of his soul contract, he has Pleiadian in him, and he's doing things with them. I didn't get into the detail of it.
I never had anything inside of me and not doing nothing with nobody.
Oh, that's not
Jason, I always fucking knew you was different, though. That's why I let you come in my house. You climbed through my windows and shit.
Fuck you. That's why you let
my balcony and shit.
You had ulterior motives, Macho, and we are not dick twins.
Oh, no. Ulterior motives and dick twins. Yeah, let's keep talking.
No, unfortunately, Miss Raven Willow needs to recharge her battery. She's almost been up for 24 hours. And it's all because of you 3 motherfuckers that want to be late.
I wasn't late.
Excuse me, sir. I got out of my nap on
I
time.
was right on point, Papa.
No, in all seriousness, though, we know you're a busy woman, and we thank you for coming on. And whenever you're ready to be a regular, just let us know. You can come on whenever.
I'm right here. Make me a regular. Make me a regular.
Look at that.
You guys will actually listen to my questions and like think about it and answer it instead of getting all butthurt about it and like have and it's fun at the same time. Yeah, I'll be here all the time.
Our pork chops are always tight.
Back by popular demand are topic-based episodes. So after this lovely episode with Miss Raven Willow, we are starting to go back to topic-based episodes.
Does Macho get to have an entire like Dick Twin episode?
No.
We had that
Oh my goodness. If you could have a segment each week and say,
where we have random people come on here and try to convince me without showing their shit.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Oh, look, it's suppression on my jeans. Isn't it like your dick?
Remember we went on Omegle before?
We can use that. We can use that voiceover as me. I'm speaking, and he'll come out with Tyler's voice.
So I'm looking for my dick twin. And I know, right? How does a Puerto Rican have a voice like this? But I'm looking for my dick twin, so of course, yeah.
Don't forget.
Why you started it up again, Raven? You started a fire again with these people.
Oh, albino silverback thing. You got to add that in there.
Ooh, an albino silverback. I've heard that term before in a different community.
It's funny. My daughter laughs every time I do the gorilla impression.
Bro, you should not be doing the gorilla impression naked in the mirror in front of your daughter.
You see, you collabing shit, man. Don't do that. That's horrible. They're gonna just flag this whole episode just because you said.
Oh, they already did because we mentioned Palestine and Israel. So say whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know how many times you was trying to solicit your dick on YouTube?
Yeah, honestly, the amount of times you said dick twin and we were talking about it, this is already bad. Like, it's too late to be concerned now.
I think it will bring more curiosity to the community. People will be like, what they mean? It's gonna bring more people to the show.
You know what it is? I hope so.
That's gonna turn
Talking Junk Network.
It's not.
You know what? What if Bob Saget was your dick twin?
If Bob Saget was your dick twin, we got problems because that means it's seen some shit.
I mean, if I'm famous, bitch.
What does that have to do with you, though? That your dick twin has seen some shit.
We love ya. Peace out.